Alright, starting a massive walk. The River Tyne trail, north, south, all the way to the coast. I'm gonna try and finish in Tynemouth. It's gonna approach 150 mile. How long's it gonna take us? Over a week, I don't know, 8-9 days or something like that, I don't know. Today is going to be a dead short one, 3.5 miles to the campsite, and then tomorrow's going to be a big long 24 mile to Bellingham. Yeah, so that's the obelisk for the source of the North Tyne, just in front of you there. And if you just come over to the side of it, down here is the very start of the Tyne. Fantastic. And that's going to get a hell of a lot bigger as we go along. So we're just sort of on the Scotland-England border. I'll show you when we go like back down to the road there, but we're going like sort of where the tree line is and along to Kielder campsite. Like I say, it's gonna just be a short day there, the day. But oh yeah, best not forget, you have to kiss each of the stones. So, no tongues mind you. So, this will be the first one. Get in, yeah we can. And these are the markers that we're going to be following. I hope it's well marked, mind you. Excellent. Mind you, we've got the first two routes, I can see the other one over the way. And you can just see the Tyne dribbling away there. Need more than a dribble at the minute. Absolutely mad, isn't it? So when you come out the gate, well, the Scottish border's there, and there's a welcome to England sign. How are you? So there, we're in Scotland, and there we go, Kielder village, welcome to England. There we go, eh? A little bit of a trip abroad for us. Yeah, so over there, Scotland. And we're in England for the rest of the journey. And this is the old Deadwater railway station. Believe it or not, there used to be a train line from Hexham up here, and we're actually on the line there now. So we'll get to Kielder there. Aye. It's mad, like, isn't it, when you see stuff like that, and there's literally, apart from like Kielder, which is over there, there's nothing else here. Nothing at all. Aye. Mad. Oh, there's a sheep. Are you going to try and chin us like the ones last week there? Bloody walkie ticket. I went to do a recce for this last week because heard the bridge was closed. I thought, oh Christ, how the hell we're going to get through today? I was thinking about going along the toll road, the Forest Lake Road, into here. On the campsite's website they were saying, oh right, going right into Scotland. Like just come like back through this way. I thought, what? Nah, I'm not doing that, man. Aye. So I says, oh how then? We'll just like drive all the way through. Gets to there. But yeah, sheep didn't like the look of it. More so the current Mrs. D out there, there were children and animals. They didn't seem to like, you know, they love me, like. But this gang of sheep, like, they won't have none of it, like. I went like doing how then? says, well, how are you then? Like, I don't know, back off, oh, you're obviously hard. Gates it, man. I wasn't scared at all. I wasn't, honestly. Not long before it becomes more of a stream lake. And now with this bridge, aye, starting to become something new, isn't it? But I'm doing it for a worthy cause. Daft as a brush. Cancer charity supplies like travel, cancer patients' appointments. You're in the northeast, like, and they like do it for nothing. So I'm nearly up to my initial target of £500 before I've started, which is mint. Let's just see how much we get. But I'm willing to make an arse on social media myself just to get the money, like. Sometimes you have to do that, don't you, for the greater cause, like. But aye. I'll put the number of the bus that you can get to Kielder, but like I say, it's only on a Saturday, and at the minute, I think it's only for a couple of months or so, there's a bridge shut, so we've had to sort of come a different way. That's why I had to do a recce last week for. It's so like I didn't even have that bus to be running actually, so thank God I got a lift. Anyway, I'm gassing on too much. Let's crack on. Imagine owning that house, man. Lush. There's that lovely bridge and all. There's the Tyne going under it. The North Tyne. And from now on, I think we're on the road until the campsite. And like Kielder village, you've got like Kielder Castle there, and I think there's a pub, Anglas or something, I think it's called. So there's stuff there, like. I just want to get my tent up and get a bit warm. Now I thought you just went on the road, but what a lovely bit of woodland you walk through. I think it may come to an end very soon, like, but I've really enjoyed coming through. Yeah, it's so peaceful, lovely. And after an hour and a bit, we're at Kielder campsite, and there's Kielder village just beyond there. Right, get myself in, get a tent up, get some scran. I've actually come up to have a look at the castle, mind you. A ton of work getting done. Tells you the history of the castle there. But what they're gonna do is so make it a hub. It's a cracking idea actually, isn't it? And there you go, they're gonna have a coffee. Best not tell the current Mrs. D, because she'll be up here like a bloody shot. She loves a coffee, like. Bloody hell. Would probably be able to live in a place like this if she didn't get so many cafes, like. But that'll end up being lovely, like. You can hire some bakes over there as well, and I think that must be where the toll road comes out. Lovely stuff. Lovely little bit of the village, this. Morning. Well, the path actually goes through the campsite, so like, you know, it's no bother if you're gonna stop there, like, is it? So like, I suppose if you come up do what I've done and then like just stop there for the night and like start proper today, if that makes any sense. But so I've just like come through the campsite there. The Kielder Tavern used to be called the Angler's Arms or something, but it's the Kielder Tavern. Last night I showed you the maze and the castle's up there. So we are going that way and along Kielder Reservoir. Such a cold night last night. I have never been so cold in my life. Honestly, didn't know how much sleep I got. You could feel the cold straight away. Like my feet were freezing. I nearly didn't bring this coat either. And oh God, thank God I did, man. Because if I didn't have this, I'd have probably been dead. Right, anyway, let's crack on. And there's the Tyne, and it runs through the campsite as well. Right, so I've followed the Daft as a Brush Tyne Trail signs through where it says closed footpath, closed everything, and I haven't come across anything yet, so I don't know why they've got the closed signs up, but if you do it, they might still be there, I don't know. It looks as though they were doing a car park or something like that, where that initial one was. So I just hope I don't get so far along and I can't get any further. There is, it seems, a road up there, so far else fails. I'll have to go on the road. But I think I can just see the beginnings of the reservoir just through there, like. So we're making waves anyway on the reservoir. This is Kielder Reservoir, ladies and gentlemen. So, courtesy of me graft, we've got like a map here of Kielder water. I saw the campsite will be up over there, and to be fair, we've come a bit further than what I thought. I thought we were like more so there. Yeah, then we're like sort of go inwards there. Matthew's Linn is down past the lodges, miss out Bull Crag, along, and that's where the cafe is aiming for. To the dam up there at the Alston. So there we go. Excellent stuff. So there's plenty of signs like this, way markers. I've noticed when I've been up and around here. So 2.25 miles Kielder village, so 5 almost 6 miles, I think. Like in total, I mean, not the day. So I've done like 2.25 mile. Now that town visitor centre, cafe, whatever, 11.25 miles. Sound. I'll have a little bit of a break before that, I think, and then I'll sort of make that me halfway point maybe. Aye. Okay, when you come through that gate, you turn this way and up and around. Don't go down there. I'll just have realised I was going the wrong way. Just doesn't have a sign. It should have a sign there, really, shouldn't it? Like I could see something there. Like, yeah, it's just after. There's a sign up there for the scouts. It's just after that. Yeah, so branch off to your right. Right, this way marker, Lakeside South Shore, alternative route, and that one's avoiding the Bullcrag Peninsula, which is fantastic. But then oh, we've only got 4 mile, the tower no. That must be, the ones further back must tell you it's including avoiding like doing Bullcrag, but oh wait, that's a win for me, like, innit? But it tells you to go that way anyway. Go up, because there's no chance at all that I'm gonna do that Bullcrag. Right, up the hill. Here's cabin. Kielder Dam, 3.5 mile away, and that's the end of the first section in the book. I'll show you the book later actually. Just before that is that cafe. It opens at 10, so I think I might have timed it just right actually. So there's a clearer look at the dam. It's over there. So we'll like behind that jut out, that second jut. You walk along the dam down into Alston, and then into the unknown for me, man. Like I'm seeing that I haven't been like around these parts. Like I've never walked around Kielder. I've walked a bit of the north side, but I've like never like extensively been around here, like, so it's all sort of new to us, but this is sort of straightforward if you just keep that lakeside way. But like the next bit, that's a bit I'm worried about, like, because farmers' fields and this, that and t'other. But I'm sure it's been dead well marked, to be fair. I just done that tiny little mistake before, but apart from that, it's really well signed. Right, get myself a bit of scran, I think. Here's the dam. So this car park here signifies the end of the first stage. So that's 15.5 miles, I think, in total since the start. So that'll have been about 12 miles we've done. Yeah, another 12 to go for the day for us, for me. You'll just be sitting doing watching this. That's been a canny little walk, that, like, few ups, few downs, but not mad. Right, next bit. There's the Tyne starting again down there. Down the dam. So I believe we like sort of turn behind this first set of trees here, and then down to Alston and basically along that way. Thank you, Kielder, you've been absolutely belter. Love that. And thank you all the bikers who are waving at us and nodding away. Lovely bunch of lads. Right, away from here now, solely on the Tyne. Away then. These two are just stood up for some reason. They must fancy a bit like. Oh, the other three, they're not better, like. They're not better. They know how they're dealing with, man. Stop staring at us. A lush little village Alston is. There's toilets here as well. Excellent stuff. Stuff for your bait there now. Mint. We've got the tea rooms there. Across the road if you want something a bit stronger. There's a pub. Both open. It's a Saturday, by the way. Nice one. I'm not at the minute. So as you come down the other side of the hill, you'll not be able to see it on here, like, but there's, if it's a clear day, you'll be able to see the wind farm at the top of the hill, right in the distance. Now, I am sure that that is on the other side of the A68, where like you turn left to come to Bellingham, and then eventually Kielder. So let it be known that you definitely don't have to walk as far as that. So that's a good sort of bearing to get that. No, I don't know where Bellingham is. There seems to be a load of houses in the middle distance. I can't make out what the houses are. Trees, to be fair. So that could be Bellingham there. But it's still a distance off, mind you. But like Alan has, you don't have to go as far as them wind turbines. Not by a long chalk. So still on this road. I don't know if I have to come off or not at some point. I probably do. Car just stopped there before, and I thought I'd seen it go like past us. It was like coming back towards, and she wound her window down and she said, I just seen you before there. I was just wondering what you were doing. So like I said, and she says, oh, like I'm the like local minister. But anyway, she said, Daft as a brush, when the ambulances come and took our dad when he was having treatment, I would have took him to Newcastle, like the RVI or something, which is absolutely miles away from here, as you'll find out. Says they were absolutely like wonderful, like, you know, and I thought, oh god, like, you know, like it's just sort of sums up sort of what I'm doing, if you get what I mean. And she blessed us. I mean, don't get us wrong, I didn't believe in all that sort of stuff, but I'll take anything at the minute to help us get through. Oh, what a lovely woman though. What a lovely woman. Aye, she like wished us all the best and said I was doing a fantastic job and all that. She obviously doesn't know us. Aye, so that was quite nice, like, and I thanked her for the blessing. So there we go. I've got some help from upstairs. Right, if it just helped us to get to Bellingham, I'd be fine. Oh god. When you come to that farmhouse just up the Dunkley Wood, come down the bottom corner of the field, and that's where, like, there's no definitive path really, you just have to make your way along. And I would imagine in terrible weather it's really boggy, like. Aye, that could be quite a boggy field, to be aware of that. Aye, so it's like in the bottom corner. There we go. So not really see it, like, but the Tyne's doing there. There is the option as well, I've just looked on the map, that before you get to the farm, just carry on the road to the left, and it'll like sort of run adjacent to this. Then you'll miss out that field over there, and I mean, if that's boggy, the chances are this will be a bit clarky as well, mind you. So aye, bad weather, but you're in a rush, just stay on the road up there, I'd say. Like, you're not, like, you're gonna see plenty of the Tyne over the next few days, week or whatever, week and a bit. So I mean, I suppose you didn't have to stay on it completely. There is stuff in the book that says there's a like option A, option B. I don't know if that was one of them options, but Christ man, it's your holiday, man. Nobody's gonna smack your hand for it, eh? Aye, but this could be a bit time consuming, so maybe stay on the road. Imagine living there, man. Isn't that beautiful? Not even there, for Christ's sake. I mean, look what you're looking out on, man. The glorious Northumberland countryside. Spot on, man. Can't whack it, man. God's country, isn't it, mate? Right, aye. Excuse me, I've got a mouth full of sweets. You can go that way, or you can stay on the road. There's like a bridge along there, the Hot, I think it's called, half a mile. I'm gonna stay on the road. By all means, gone that way, like. Aye. It just looks a bit fiddly. I want to get to Bellingham as soon as possible. Right, so just had a little bit of a sit down and toss it there, or is it Lanehead? I don't know. It's toss it Tor or something. I think toss it might be down there actually. There's some called toss it Tor. I don't know what it is. I think you can stay there actually. Fella there said going along this road, a little bit of a uppy bit that'll just come up, and then he says just all the way down, and there's a sign down there say no access for to vehicles or pedestrians, which is like where the path eventually goes, just I think it's the other side of this field. So I'm not really missing out as such, and I was worried about like sort of going down and having to come back up, so I thought I think it's probably the best thing to do. And he says basically all downhill to Bellingham, a little bit of a nuppy bit near the bottom, but it's mainly all downhill. I think I've got about 3 miles to go. Right, let's see. Right, I'm quite pleased I've come this way actually. This is Borig here, right? Now, I looked at this as a place to stop. Really, we would have just been over the other side of that field. So, it's not really the difference that we've done. But Borig was down as being closed, like permanently, unless in no time at all they've just reopened, because We've got tents and all sorts on there. Aye, I was going to stop you. Last time I come past, it's completely closed. And then now when you look on Google and it says closed permanently and all that sort of malarkey. Oh well. Now for next time, unless people are just pitching up, like. I don't know. But aye, that's worth a look at. Says open here, mind you, I think. Let's have a closer look. Well, you can go in there, supposedly. Oh, I don't know what to make of that. But it's boring anyway. So the official trail is back on to here anyway. It didn't even seem that long actually before it came back on, like it was not long after Borig actually. So I suppose you got the option, because I think it sort of comes off and goes next to the Tyne, or you could just stop on the road, which would just take you straight into Bellingham and straight to the campsite. So it's either or, on it. I think it's about another 2 mile to go. You can just see some stuff on the outskirts of Bellingham on the other side of this field, like so. It shouldn't be too long. And you've got the Tyne right next to you. Yeah, there, look. May as well sum it up now, I suppose. I suppose there's bits where you could make it up as you go along, especially this sort of second bit, where you could like go on like the riverside squiggly paths, or stop on the roads. I think because I've had such a long day, I've opted for the roads when I've like either remembered or noticed or whatever. You're putting in the same mileage more or less, aren't you? So aye, it's up to you which way you dig it. Like if you've got the time, aye, do all that malarkey. Lovely bit along Kielder, spot on, bit ups and downs, but no mental. Then this bit, just like basic countryside walking, really, I would say. It's been lush day though. I've been said, like, I've absolutely loved it. Feet are all right, back's all right, legs sound. My shoulders are killing though, but I'm sure they'll strengthen up more as we go on. Right, into Bellingham now. Thanks for watching. All the best. See you later. Look after yourself.